Chapter 6. Sibling Stories on the Journey. Thedan's forest continued to challenge Aaron and Macy as they pressed onward. The rustling leaves and distant calls of wildlife were the only sounds to break the silence, a perfect backdrop for Aaron's curiosity to take hold. "Aren't you going to tell me more about Dad, Macy?" Aaron finally asked, unable to contain his interest any longer. Macy glanced at her brother, a fond smile on her face. Our mysterious father, the commander. You really want to hear about him, huh?" Aaron nodded eagerly, his steps matching the rhythm of their conversation. "Absolutely, Macy. You've talked about the missions you two went on, but I want to know more about him and your experiences together." Macy's expression grew pensive as she recalled those times. "Well, Aaron, you should know that Dad is not just any warrior. He's a legend among the Guardians of the Light. His leadership is unmatched, and his commitment to our cause is unwavering." Aaron was captivated. "What kind of missions did you go on together?" Macy's voice held a hint of pride. "We were part of an elite covert team, tasked with the most challenging and dangerous missions. Some were reconnaissance deep behind enemy lines. Others were rescues of captured Guardians, and a few involved securing powerful artifacts that threatened to fall into the wrong hands." As Macy spoke, Aaron's admiration for their father grew. "That sounds incredible. Macy, what was it like working with him?" She chuckled, her gaze distant. "It was intense, to say the least. Dad is a tough commander, but he's also incredibly loyal to his team. He pushed us to our limits because he believed in us, and he'd stop at nothing to protect his Guardians." Their journey continued, and Aaron couldn't help but wonder about the mention of another sibling he had never heard of. "You mentioned Braylon earlier, Macy. Who is he?" Macy's expression softened. Braylon. He's our half-brother, a hulking Taurus warrior. Recently, he was assigned to take my place as Dad's lieutenant when I was called back to the sanctuary for special training." Aaron's eyes widened with surprise. "I have a half-brother. That's amazing. Will we ever meet him?" Macy nodded, her confidence returning. "I'm sure we will, Aaron. He's a formidable warrior, and I think you two will get along just fine. In fact, I'm looking forward to the day when all three of us can work together as a team." As they continued their journey through the challenging terrain, their bond as siblings grew stronger. They faced various obstacles along the way, using their zodiac powers to navigate treacherous paths, communicate with wildlife, and even summon protective barriers when needed. With each challenge they overcame, Aaron's understanding of his unique abilities deepened, and his connection with Macy grew. As they ventured closer to their destination and the potential meeting with their father and half-brother, their anticipation and determination burned brighter than ever.